is already September 21st, the month of September 2023. As I've mentioned to you on many occasions, I enjoy running. I don't win a lot of races, and I'm not incredibly fast. But back in the days when I did run competitively, I had a bit of a problem. I was afraid that if I worked too hard in the middle of the race, that I wouldn't have enough kick at the end of the race to finish well. Really good runners discover a way to push themselves in such a way at the beginning and in the middle and at the end of the race so that when they get to the finish line, they are completely spent. And I often was able to sprint through the finish, indicating that I had not strategically run a really smart race. I think many of us are a bit afraid of running out of strength. We're afraid of it physically, and we're afraid of it spiritually as well. In our spiritual lives, I have discovered that I am often afraid when I don't believe that I have the strength necessary to face the challenges that are ahead of me and that I anticipate coming ahead of me. Again, in the book of Isaiah, we find encouragement as we walk through life with God. Chapter 40 is an incredible chapter. Sometimes Isaiah is called the fifth gospel because there is so much in the book of Isaiah about the coming Messiah, about Jesus Christ. And this chapter 40, starts out with a message of comfort. The comfort comes because of the coming promised Messiah. He will tend his flock like a shepherd. He will gather the lambs in his arms. He will carry them in his bosom and gently lead those that are with young. So as we get a flavor for the Messiah, the gentle, caring, loving Messiah, we are already aware of God's care for his people. But the closing verses of chapter 40 have often brought me much encouragement. And here Isaiah writes these words: "He gives power to the faint, and to him who has no might, he increases strength. Even youths shall faint and be weary, and young men shall fall exhausted." So you get this picture? God is looking at humankind and saying, you know, there'll be days when young people are fainting and they're falling. They're not able to stand up to the great challenges that are in front of them. But verse 31 reads this way: "But they who wait for the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint." As we see the way that God gives us strength and helps us through the days, sometimes you may feel weak and like you're not going to make it spiritually, physically, in any way. And God comes in and swoops in and you fly over the circumstances just like an eagle would fly over a canyon. There are other times when you see these circumstances, these challenges, and you don't know if you're going to be able to make it, and you're able to kind of power through them. You're able to run and you make it through and you're not worn out at the end. And then there are days when we have these challenges, these circumstances in front of us, and we think we're not going to make it, and we simply trudge through. We walk, and we don't fall down. If you are in Christ, God will give you all the strength you need for today.